Emma, the feeling right now.
It's so strange. I can't articulate it. I guess emotional overall, but there's a real sense of I'm really excited about the next chapter of my life starting, but then obviously I feel really sad and kind of nostalgic about all of this coming to an end, and it's been such a huge part of my life. It's almost scary to try and to acknowledge that there's going to be so much change, but it's exciting too. I don't know, I'm all over. I can't even say the right thing, but yeah.
You were such a little girl when this started, and we've watched you grow up, just as we've grown up with you. Do you think that your character helped make you who you are today? I mean, did she play?
Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day, trying to figure out how much of me went into her or how much of her went into me. The lines really blur, but I know one thing for sure, that through playing her, it definitely made me... She's so incredible. She's such an incredible person that you can't help but if you're in that body for 8 or 9 hours a day, that I'm positive that it pushed me to stretch myself and push myself more and make myself a better person. I'm positive of that.
Well, I did hear though at your audition when you were I guess 10, 9?
Yeah.
That you were so much like Hermione. You were kind of walking around and talking to yourself and kind of making yourself angry. You're just so you were already a little bit of her.
Oh, I 100% was. I was, I had that same very eager to please, eager to do well. I had that same kind of bossiness, that same kind of attitude towards boys. I think that she had as well. I mean, we had and still do have a lot in common. Absolutely.
Of course, part 2. The word I'm using is satisfying.
Yes. It really. I think that's the perfect word. Like, it's incredibly satisfying to watch as a movie, and I hope for an audience member, but obviously particularly for me, just because I think it just wraps up so beautifully everything. It really feels complete, and I mean, I don't want to give too much away, but there's a scene at the end of the movie where you see us sort of 19 years later, and you see us with our children and married, and you see how our life moved on when all of this was over, and it feels really good.